Welcome to Trade Pro. Here is a technical analysis and market scan across Bitcoin, S&P 500, and 10 foreign exchange pairs, where I'll be looking for trading opportunity in the current market so you guys can kind of see what I'm looking for. So hourly time frame starting on Bitcoin, it's currently 9:41 a.m. Tuesday, June 28th. So let's take a look at what's going on in the market. With Bitcoin right now, the hourly time frame, it's sitting below the 200 exponential moving average, and it is a bit extended to the downside. So I will need to see this pull back a bit if I'm going to be looking for any sort of shorting opportunity, looking for further downside movement. So that is the analysis. Just going to be looking for this to continue down, but at the moment there's no opportunity for entry. I need to be getting in at a discounted price, and it's just kind of extended to the downside right now. So if I entered, there's just too high of a chance that I get it to pull back on me, and it just doesn't give me that good of a risk to reward ratio. So it's just not worth entering right now. If we can see this pull back, we can see this kind of reset on the stochastic RSI, come up here quite a bit higher, then there's opportunity there. But right now it's just not a good trading time. So we'll move on to S&P 500, where we see more of a bullish outlook here over the 200 exponential moving average. We also see that the stochastic RSI is fully reset into the oversold territory, with price kind of going sideways, which is a good sign. I will be looking for this to head to the upside. It is a bit extended. It hasn't pulled back to its 20 exponential moving average yet. So if we can see this come down a little to the 20 and the 200 and then find support in that area, then I'll be looking for that to head to the upside. Okay. Now Euro, we see it currently in a pullback, and we do see hidden bullish divergence here on the stochastic RSI. So ultimately we need to see this hold a higher low compared to back here, but I will be looking for this to head to the upside. Good stop loss placement will be at this higher low. Let's see how that risk to reward ratio. I like to enter at or below the 20 exponential moving average. So it is a bit extended to the upside here. I'd like to see a better entry a little bit lower, but ultimately it would look something like this, and then I'd be targeting at least the high before the pullback, but I like to go for the 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, and there we are. So something like that for Euro against the US dollar. I drop down to a lower time frame to get a more precise entry here. Now let's go to British pound, where this is just not looking great. This is going straight sideways. We have flat EMAs across the board, and there's just no opportunity here. Just skip this one. Now this one, a little bit clearer, clearly over the 200 exponential moving averages, and we do have the 20 and the 50 here being kind of found as support, pulled back, and we have the stochastic RSI fully reset. So there is some opportunity here. Want to see it hold a higher low and the 200 exponential moving average compared to back here. So if this is going to be a bullish move, then we'll be looking for this and a nice sideways consolidation, and then a follow through to the upside. That's what I'll be looking for on this one. So this one is looking decent, and I'll be looking for this to follow through to the upside on the hourly time frame here. Now, Australian dollar against the US dollar, more bearish. We do see a rejection twice off of the 200 EMA, which is a good sign for this downtrend to continue. We don't want to see this come back over the 200 exponential moving average or close over it, especially. So ultimately, I'd like to see this hold a lower high right here. I don't want to see this broken. And then looking for further downside continuation. We still haven't, or we did actually, we reset fully on the stochastic RSI actually a couple times on this pullback. So this thing actually could be ready to continue if this trend is going to continue to the downside. And we can get a decent risk to reward ratio here with our stop loss at a reasonable place. So this one is giving us a decent opportunity. I'd like to drop down to a lower time frame to get a better picture of what's going on. But ultimately, it's looking pretty decent here in this downtrend, looking for continuation to the downside. Now, let's go to US dollar against the Japanese yen, where we do see this now over the 200 exponential moving average, looking similar to some of our other pairs. And ultimately, this is going to be needing to hold another higher low compared to back here, hold the 200 EMA. Then we can look for that upside continuation. It is pulling back now into the 20-period exponential moving average. Stochastic RSI has not really fully reset since this pullback over here. But what I'll be looking for is something similar to what I talked about on those other pairs. Kind of, we got this push up, sideways move, and then a follow through move. So that's what I'll be looking for here on US dollar against the Japanese yen, seeing as it's over the 200 EMA. So let's go to US dollar, Canadian dollar. This one looking for a continuation down, although this is extended way to the downside right now. This is oversold on stochastic RSI. So the time to get in was over here on this pullback to the area of value. So pulled back nicely between the 20 and the 50 exponential moving averages, just below the 200 EMA. So that was the entry opportunities between the 20 and the 50 EMA right here with that reset. And we got the full follow through to the downside. So we're going to need to see another reset on this, maybe a larger pullback, as long as it holds under that 200 EMA. Looking for that continuation to the downside. Now, New Zealand dollar against the US dollar. And this one also looking for further downside continuation, being under the 200 EMA. Kind of an overall downtrend, although has been going sideways for quite some time. I will be looking for this to head to the downside. Looks like it just got a rejection, or a few rejections actually, about 3 or 4 rejections right off the 20 and the 50 EMAs here. And with it being under the 200, I'll be looking for this to head to the downside. This pullback, we got a few big resets here on stochastic. So not going to be surprised to see this thing head to the downside here. US dollar against the Swiss franc, but extended to the downside right now. Not much of a trading opportunity. The trading opportunities, back here and here, we got the resets on stochastic RSI. Now it's kind of pushed to the downside, and if you're not already in this, you're gonna have to wait for further development. But looking for a downside continuation there as well. Now for this one, euro against Japanese yen, looking for upside continuation. So we're actually already getting a full reset on stochastic RSI, pulling back into the 20 EMA. And what we want to see is it to hold a higher low compared to back here. So that's ultimately going to be the kind of analysis here, is just looking for a higher low. So this nice sideways chopping consolidation, try and get a good price entry. Maybe you can do a 2-stage entry here. But anyway, fully reset stochastic RSI, looking for a continuation to the upside as it's over the 200 EMA. We have 20 over 50, so uptrend. Just looking for it to hold and continue for a higher low and a higher high. Euro, British pound, this one as well, looking for continuation up. Almost there on the reset, and similar story, just looking for a higher low compared to this pullback here, pulling back into that 20 EMA a couple times here, and just looking for this to head to the upside for another move up. All right, so that's it for the market report scan here, and that's what I'll be looking for across these pairs. So very simple objective analysis, something that you can kind of follow, and this does apply for all time frames. And I've said this in yesterday's video, this will work on a lot of time frames, but once you get down to those really low time frames, like 15-minute, 5-minute, 1 minute, you're gonna have trouble with spreads and fees. So just keep that in mind. All right, but anyway, that's what I'm looking for. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to like the video, comment down below for the YouTube algorithm, check out my links in the description, and have a great day. Thank you.